Hey, it's your girl V with Acquire Hires, and I'm back today with some jobs to help you get into the cannabis industry. Now, some of these jobs are entry level and some require experience. Either way, stay tuned and hit the subscribe button for more jobs in the cannabis industry. So, I'm going to get started today with Connect the Cannabis Co. And right now, I'm here at a people ops coordinator position in Tallahassee, Florida, and this is a temp to hire position for their new facility in Lee, Florida. So, if you're nearby that area, definitely go visit their website. And I would recommend going to Connected Cannabis and then going to their careers page. Okay. Now, they have several different openings, and I want to also focus on this remote data analyst role. So, if you have a 4-year college degree and you have 0 to 3 years of experience in an analytics background, then you can really get your foot in the door, especially if you just have your data analytics certification. You have some kind of SQL experience. You're familiar with it. You're familiar with the CRM. This is a great way to get your foot in the door and get into the cannabis industry. Now, this position is remote, and it pays 80 to $90,000 a year. So I would start, applying, getting my resume together, make sure it looks like it's a good fit for the position, and go ahead and apply. If you have questions on how to do that, like make sure that your resume is up to par, just go ahead and email me info@acquirehires.com, and I can give you some tips on how to, get that resume together. So like I said, Connected Code, they have so many different jobs. They have some in Florida, they have some in Arizona, and they have some in California, like Sacramento and LA. Okay? So next, we're going to go ahead and check out this job. So Wild Legacy Cannabis, okay, they're actually a new dispensary. This it hasn't even opened yet. So this is a great time to get your foot in the door. And they're looking for passionate, knowledgeable, customer-driven bud tenders. So obviously, if you don't have any bud tender experience, but you have experience as in customer service, and you're familiar with different strains and cannabis, the plant, definitely email them. They're looking for part-time and full-time. And guys, learning about the cannabis plant itself is self-teachable. You could teach yourself. So if you don't have any certifications, that's okay. You can go look for some online, or you can just go ahead and, apply and start teaching yourself like on YouTube and things like that. And they're actually a woman-owned recreational dispensary in Mooresville, Vermont. So if you're in or nearby that area, look them up to see exactly where they are, and then email them your resume before everybody else get their foot in the door. I'm going to go ahead and talk about Green Thumb Industries now. This is one of those larger companies. So sometimes when you have larger companies, you may have seen some layoffs in the news, but they're actually growing there in their Minnesota location, and they're looking to hire several full-time and part-time associates for their new store. So if it's a new store, it's a great way to get your foot in the door. Um, I would recommend applying here on Eventbrite, like signing up by reserving a spot. I would also recommend going onto their website and applying. And this is going to be for on the spot interviews March 1st. So you have plenty of time to get yourself together, get your resume together, and start teaching yourself just about the brand, Rise and Green Thumb. Um, and I believe that Rise is one of the Green Thumb brands. So do your research, learn more about bud tenders, maybe even go visit a location if you have one nearby, or look it up online. Just kind of get an idea of what they'll be looking for. Once again, that job fair is March 1st, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and that's going to be in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. So I definitely recommend attending if you are in the area. Next, we are going to PharmaCann. Now, PharmaCann, they have been growing consistently, and I've heard pretty good things about the company. I haven't heard any negative things as of yet, but definitely do your own research. So they have several different positions across the US. They have a retail integration project manager in Chicago, which is remote. Now, sometimes when a job posting says remote, but they still have a city listed, they want you to be in that city, or sometimes they may want you to be in a city where they have, a some kind of office. But if it's remote, I would say still apply because you never know. And for this role, for this project manager role, they want someone with at least 3 years of retail operations experience. Also, a tip, always read the job description. Do not get caught up on job titles, because a job title sometime is just a reflection of what that company wants to call it. But you go into the job description and they want someone with 3 years of retail operations experience. So this could also be like a retail manager or retail lead kind of position, or excuse me, candidate to apply for this role, but they'll be managing different projects. So that's just something to consider and think about. Some other roles that PharmaCann has, looking for security guards in Lothian, Maryland. Ooh, they're looking for a business systems analyst in Chicago. So definitely go on here. They have some dispensaries, back of the house manager, back of the house supervisor, front of the house manager, a lot of retail. So if you come from a retail background, or if you come from a customer service background, definitely consider applying. And here they have some manufacturing roles. So they have plenty, plenty of positions. So definitely, if you're looking to get your foot in the door, visit the PharmaCann website. And finally, Work. Now, Work is more of a technical software company in the cannabis arena. And if you see here, they're the leading payroll and HR partner for cannabis, and they work with a lot of large cannabis employers. So you get to learn a lot more about the different cannabis companies out there by working with a company like Work. And it tells you about their benefits like unlimited PTO, a pooch friendly doggy office. Who doesn't love an office that allows you to bring your pooches to work? That's pretty cool. Now, if you notice here, they have roles that are remote, okay, and you can see they have some listed in Denver, which is where their headquarters are, and then the US. So if it's listed in Denver, there is a chance that they want someone who lives in Denver, and but they can still work from home. But I always say apply anyway. But just make sure you have some kind of experience to match. Okay. And then they have the US role. So that means wherever you are, like if you're great, they'll take you. So definitely take a look at Work, take a look at these positions. Like I said, read the job descriptions. Do not allow yourself to get caught up on the job title all the time. And if you do need help with your resume, or you're looking for some resume services and you want your resume revamped, just send your resume over to info@acquirehires.com and just put resume help in the subject line. If you have any questions, don't feel, excuse me, don't hesitate, reach out. Also follow us on Facebook. We have Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube, of course. It's your girl V once again with Acquire Hires, and I will talk to y'all soon.